Welcome to the Dirt with Lawn Equipment. I'm your host, Dan. Today we're going to be talking about the Virnig SBV108 V-Plow. V-Plow comes in a lot of different size variations from 48 inch all the way up to 120 inch. Depending on your tractor, skid steer, or loader, you can make it work to your best capable ability with your machine that you have. One of the big main things about the V-Plow from Virnig is that we only have hydraulic hookups is all we need. We'll show a little more coming up, see how they actually move. Our angle blades will each move individually, but they will go all the way back 30 degrees from inside the cab with a single button. Not always one attachment can do everything you need on the job site or the area that you're working in. Sometimes you need multiple. Sometimes one will do it as long as you have enough versatility with it. The V-Plow is the most versatile of all the attachments because of all the different angles, the V'ing, the scooping that it can do. All right, so we're gonna go over a little bit of the workings of the V-blade from inside the cab. We already have it hooked up, just the two hydraulic ports to hook up and into our bob attach. I'm in a Bobcat T76. Just kind of show you the basics here. Go over our green button. Kind of get a little bit pre-warmed up, so our glow plugs are ready to go. Start her up. Or give a little bit of throttle. We don't have to go, obviously if we're working, we have a lot more full throttle. In here, our green button is our go button here. And since we're only using hydraulics, and we only need standard flow on it, we'll hit it one time to turn them on. The T76 in here is actually a SJC machine. So it's quite simple. All we're gonna need is our raise bar in here. So I'm just gonna raise our machine. And I'm gonna push down on it so you can see the free floating on there. Right now I'm fully on the ground, but we're still gonna get a little bit of tip out of it and a little bit of play. If we're on some ice or some more different terrain as we're going forward, you can be able to see it float side to side, but you can still see the little bit of play going on in there. Makes it nice, so you can go across different uneven terrain and still get most of your product as you're going. All we need to do is in here is use one button. So our one button for hydraulics, push it out, and our left wing goes. If we keep going, our right wing goes all the way out, and then we're in full scoop mode. If we keep going, or if we go back now our left wing goes back, hits back to it. Now we're in full angle to the left. Keep going on that. We're back into full V. Very simple, on the fly. One finger can go from V to angle to scoop to angle the opposite way. Makes it very easy for you. A lot less things going on, so you can keep concentrating on your job, especially if you're moving snow commercially. You're probably working some long hours to make sure stuff gets done. And the less things to remember and think about are going to make it easier on you. Again, just the hydraulic hoses and only having a couple of cylinders makes it for less things to worry about and go wrong. This one, of course, doesn't have the wings added on to it. If it was, if we're out like this, you're not quite a true pusher box, but that 20-degree angle on the end is going to really help out. And then, obviously, going back to full V is nice for storage. It's nice for getting on the trailer. It's not taking up room and getting that scoop down, so we don't have to worry about having it stick off the trailer if we had a 108-inch pusher or bucket that could be sticking off the trailer. Easy again. Go down. All we do is undo our bob attach and our two hoses, and we are good to go again. One of the other good parts of the V-Plow, at least with Virnig, you can actually add on wings to the side. The wings to the side add an extra 21 3/4 inches to your width. They're angled at a 20-degree forward angle. The V-Plow makes it a lot simpler too as we're trying to stack, because now we can scoop forward, put it into scoop mode, helps it stack. So we do have a few moving parts, therefore now we're gonna have grease zerks. We kind of go over a couple of little things we need to grease. Obviously, snow, ice, wet, things are gonna dry out. We wanna keep things greased, things keep moving, keep going across our landscape, we get everything picked up. On the side, on each side down here, there's a grease zerk on each side. That's to keep our free floating. We come towards the front here. This is actually on the tops of our hydraulic cylinders. They're actually protected down underneath there. Another one in the middle is for our free floating front. Up front is for the front side of our hydraulic cylinders. They actually go up top to the front, up top and down underneath, actually for our blades to go in and out so they keep articulating good for us. There's actually a relief valve in here too, so in case you hit some really heavy solid snow or ice, even though we still do have a trip edge on it, so we're not wrecking our valves on the attachment here. We'll come back around in a little bit and show where our skid plates are, how they work on the back. We have a free floating on the back here. So we're gonna have ourselves moving from left, right, and up and down, but you can still contain all your down pressure so we get all that scraping, you get all our ice and everything off of there. So we're gonna kind of show you the trip edge, the skid shoe, and there are a couple of replacement things that come standard on the machine. If we come down here, on each side, we have 2 spring-loaded trip edges. They're gonna go on each side of your machine. As we're down here also, this is our skid shoe. We can adjust this depending on how close you want to get to the ground. Do you want to keep it up a little bit so we're not scraping stuff, or we want to get really close and tight? So come back actually on top of here. On here is actually a replacement set of wear bars, skid wear bars for the front of your V on front. I know we've kind of touched on this a little bit, but some of the big pros are speed using this. You can go as fast as your machine can go. All we're worrying about is our hydraulics. We don't have to worry about electrical components to go with it. The cons are trying to bundle all that snow up. If we're not in scoop mode, losing off the sides, or if we don't have the wings, sometimes trying to contain all that snow. So the pros definitely outweigh the cons on a V-Plow attachment. Just make sure, again, we get the right stuff for the right job to get it done. Because in case we're in a tight area, sometimes certain attachments won't work. We need to have a V-Plow or other attachments. On finding the right V-Plow, how do we know how to match it up? You want to make sure when we're in full scoop, which will be your skinniest your blades will be, that it covers your tracks or wheels. So we'll make sure we get all that snow so none of our wheels or tracks are hitting outside snow going over top of it. So at least want to have that. Plus you keep it towards that minimum. You know our machines should be able to handle what you're pushing or scooping. That concludes the dirt on the Virnig SBV108 V-Plow. Thanks for watching. Look forward to doing more videos for you guys. Please like and subscribe to all the Lano pages.